Again, same deal. Player, position, and pick your Michigan State player to watch.
I like RJ big play. That's RJ Shelton. You know they're going to run the ball. You know Michigan State's going to play defense. But can they get some big plays in the passing game? There wasn't much more of a clutch receiver than RJ Shelton for the Spartans last year. In games, time after time, especially that Rutgers game where they were down. He made some plays, big catches, and, of course, on the jet sweeps and reverses, he's their most big-time playmaker they have. They need to find ways to get chunks of yardage, and R.J. Shelton's the guy to do it.
Yeah, I'm going to keep it on the same side of the ball, and I'm going to say L.J. Scott. Last year, as a true freshman, he rushed for over 600 yards and 11 touchdowns. Look for him to be the feature back this year and capitalize on the 100-yard rushing game that he had last week.
They need him to be big. I mean, they would love to keep Notre Dame's offense off the field. The best way to do that, possess the ball and run down the clock with that running game instead of giving it back to Deshaun Kaiser and company. From players, once again, to positions and units, Jay, where does Michigan State have the edge in this game?
Well, I think Michigan State, I always think defense. They lost a lot on the defensive line, but at LB, they are deep. That's linebacker. You got Riley Bulla. You've also got John Reschke, a little bit banged up from an injury, and Ed Davis. Yes, Ed Davis coming back for his sixth year. Everyone knows about the knee injury he had last year, but those guys are listed as backups. Okay, that's how deep they are at linebacker. So they got playmakers at linebacker. If they can, stop the run of Notre Dame, if they can be good in space against those receivers, they're going to Michigan State a chance.
Do they even need anybody not named Bulla to fill out their linebacker his position? It seems like they've had a Bulla on this team for about 2.5 decades. Anthony, your estimation, where does Michigan State have the edge?
I think they have the edge at the experience that they have at the offensive line. If you look at their offensive line, their right tackle is a senior, their right guard is a senior, their center is a senior, and all decorated Mr. Everything, number 65, Brian Allen. He is a stud. I think they're going to set the tone up front, and I think they're going to show Notre Dame, their young defensive front, what the Big Ten is all about with this smash mouth football.
That would be huge for them because the offensive line was an area of concern after losing guys like Conklin and Allen from last year's O-line, which was one of the best in recent history. At day's end, who wins on Saturday in South Bend?
You know what's been surprising to me when I was researching this game is, given the success of Michigan State, they've actually lost 3 straight to the Irish.
Correct.
I know they took the last 2 years off, but that's surprising me. The last game was the fake field goal game in 2010, in which Michigan State won. So I'm actually going to give Notre Dame the victory here, all right? And I believe that Notre Dame, after that loss to Texas, is going to make the proper adjustments to get the victory.
I hear what you're saying, but I have to go with Michigan State. I just can't bet against D'Antonio. He's too good. I think that he's going to have these guys pumped up to play, and I can't wait to see it. He always finds a way to win, always.